everyone, a very warm good afternoon. My name is Pooja and I am the host and the interviewer for WeTell TV. Today we are here in one and only Royal Mirage and we are here with the presence of, as you can see behind me, TechKogo Forum. TechKogo Forum has the third edition and it's an enterprise metaverse.
Welcome once again to the third edition of TechKogo Forum. I should say it's not just TechKogo Forum, it's TechKogo family, which is constantly growing.
As my colleagues say, this is the big family under one roof. TechKogo started growth not because they are own without themselves, because we all supporting them. My name is Engineer Meta Livlushi. I will be part of the co-host today of TechKogo Forum. Metaverse, Web3, artificial intelligence is everywhere. And we need to adopt this. Why? Because we need, right? And me, as a technology-oriented lady, sometimes I feel difficulties while I'm on my laptop, adopting metaverse, artificial intelligence. So that's why we are here today, because we have special keynote speakers that will let us fill our minds with their knowledge. I would like to invite on the stage His Excellency Awad bin Sheikh Majran.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for inviting me today. Thanks to Marlene and her team. Thanks to everyone here. We always say that this gathering, we share idea, then we build relationship, and welcome to all different nationality that what we see here. And this is our leaders' vision, which is to welcome everyone here in UAE and Dubai, and to share the relationship.
The co-founder of TechKogo Forum and gorgeous lady, amazing entrepreneur, Marlene Murphy.
Good morning. My name is Marlene. Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, Sheikh Awad, our partners, friends, and associates who flew in from different parts of the world, and our TechKogo family. Welcome and thank you for joining us today in the third edition of the TechKogo Forum. An amazing meeting of the minds with industry-leading experts, technology innovators from international business communities in the UAE and from around the world. The theme of our forum today is Enterprise Metaverse, enabling business growth opportunities, driven by our mission of building a tech world of good that aims to bridge the knowledge gap between the technology and human, our society. Today, as they were in the past TechKogo forums, we are thrilled to have an incredible lineup of speakers, of thought-provoking speakers who will discuss the latest changes and trends impacting today's metaverse landscape. TechKogo Forum highlights insightful and engaging panels, presentations and keynotes, as well as great opportunity to connect and network the brightest minds, most innovative technologies, and business working to transform industries and build the new Internet of Value. Our special appreciation to all our great mentors, advisors, and supporters.
And founder partner of TechKogo, gorgeous, amazing Dr. Narisa Chovidalov. Please welcome on stage.
It's my great honor and privilege to stand here again to host the third TechKogo forum here. I'm delighted to see many familiar faces, and I'm very grateful for the support of each and every one of you. I always say this, and I will say again. I always believe in God's will, or inshallah, what you say inshallah here. And I always believe that things happen for good reasons. And I have made, in the past last year, we have 2 forums here, and I have made lots of good friends. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the event today. ขอบคุณค่ะ
And I'm delighted to invite on stage Dr. Netnapit Sukpank Naido.
On the behalf of MQDC, I want to take this moment to actually thank Dr. Narisa and TechKogo and also CocoPay team and also all the sponsors, for inviting MQDC to be here today for the first time in Dubai. And also I would like to thank our prominent guests, for your precious time that spent with us today as well. We are the top quality property development for over 30 years, okay, in Thailand. And we set ourselves, apart from other, from the rest in the industry, how could I say, by creating a business social culture, with the vision, mission, and also the commitment to give back to society, okay, by contributing 2% of our sales, okay, in the social programs and the funding programs in and outside Thailand. In fact, that, we probably the pioneer, in the country, and also would like to set as example, we offer 30 years warranty to our residents, on every single property that we buy MQDC.
So we have another very adorable personality with us, Nate.
Nate.
A very warm good afternoon to you, and over to you. We would like to have some small introduction from you as well.
Okay, this is the first time for us to be here, not just for myself, but also for MQDC. We are a very well-known and also outstanding property developer from Thailand, and also we do so many things, not just building, the residence or office block or even the commercial, but we also look in terms of the business social that I did mention in my speech, that we care about the community. So we give back everything about ourselves and including the residents back to society and help them to have a better life and also to have a good improvement in life, especially in the underprivileged, community. That's what we can do. For example, that we go and build the school, that renovate the school so that all the children and the kids, could have a better school to study, and also we educate that the community, especially with the youngster, that life is not only about making money and living your life, but it's something about sharing, helping each other, and make a better this earth to be a better place to live.
I would like to invite on stage the chairman of the board of D1 Technology and the LEO Investment, founder of a Future Innovation Summit. Can I have a big round of applause for Adnan al-Nourani?
So today I will talk about a beautiful country. The country, the land of opportunity, land of innovation, land of tolerance and peace, land of multinationalities, multicultural, to gather massive people in this beautiful country just for one purpose, for the humanity. Our leadership, our country did a great job in past of 51 years to create from sand a strong civilization that all the countries will be proud of the great achievement about our leadership and our nation, the past of 51 years, what they did. I'm honored. My name is Adnan Al-Nourani. I'm the chairman of the board of the Leo Investment and D1 Technology and the founder of the Future Innovation Summit.
So, how did you like the event, sir? What you want to say about the TechKogo?
So I was honored to give them an appreciation certificate from my company because they really deserve. They are, when I see a lot of women, they want to create the change. They want to success and they want to show their woman empowerment. I always proud. Today in this great event, we understand a lot of new technologies that merging in Metaverse and artificial intelligence and smart cities. And it's very nice to see that it's happening in Dubai and United Arab Emirates. So I was honored and proud to be here. And there is more technologies to be involved in United Arab Emirates to serve the humanity.
In this case, I would like to invite the project director of MQDC Metaverse. Can we have a big round of applause to Mr. Pirut Pinpayap?
To do justice of this topic, the making of the hybrid world, I would like to emphasize the first thing. The way that we define the metaverse, which could be perfectly matched with our existing business and also define the next chapter of our development. Secondly, I would like to highlight the unique concept, the way that we're going to apply the metaverse with our physical projects. And lastly, I would like to highlight, as Dr. Netapit mentioned it earlier, the way that we're going to activate our Metaverse initiative through the Forestier project, our latest flagship project in the suburb of Bangkok. We work with the global partners across industry, to define and create the robust Metaverse development ecosystem for us, ranging from the experience layer, content creation, blockchain infrastructure, as well as the AI-powered features that we're going to develop. Also, the tokenomic design to define clearly the way that we could bridge the virtual and physical benefits, commercial benefits to our customers.
So you are here today presenting in the event for TechKogo, and what was your core role in today's event?
Right. Basically, I would say to give the keynote speaking about our Metaverse initiative from MQDC, Magnolia Quality Development point of view. We are the prominent real estate developer based in Thailand, right? But through our Metaverse initiative, we believe that this is the next digital transformation, which also going to equip us with the ability to create the exponential growth at the global stage, not just only to define the next commercial success for our company, but also to make sure that we could be part of the greater collective efforts, to drive positive impact with our partners. Highly appreciate this opportunity to join this forum, because I would say it's a great opportunity for us to meet the like-minded, also the visionary entrepreneur, the progressive policy makers, to think about the future through our metaverse.
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for our next speaker, Gustavo Montero.
So this is about understanding the metaverse in a few words. First of all, nobody understands the metaverse. Why? Because we, engineers, we don't understand it neither. We are creating something that is evolving every day. Everything that is in here is public information. Nothing here is new. I've just arranged it for you in a way that helps you to understand what it is. There are some sources down here, all right, that you can check. As I said, and Aliona said, my name is Gustavo Montero. I'm the chairman of Carta Capital. We're a digital assets management company. Today, we're going to speak about the basics of the metaverse. Then we're going to try to dive a little bit in, but without too much, so you don't get lost. And then I'll give you an example of what I believe the metaverse can do in the real world. The metaverse, a few basic points. Let's start with a definition. So we speak about a three-dimensional world. That means that once we use the metaverse, you're all going to be inside your computers. You tell me, how is that possible? It is perfectly possible, and from a technological standpoint, that's what we're doing. This is a place where you have real-time interactions and experiences across large distances. My name is Gustavo Montero. I'm the chairman of Carta Capital and the founder of Carta Capital. We are a global asset management company focused on digital assets, based out of Dubai, but operating globally.
So how does it's related to your company? Like, how does the metaverse going to be functioning for your company? I know I'm going to be asking for my sake, but really I want to know. I'm curious about to know that.
Well, as I said, we are digital assets managers. So for us, the metaverse is really an asset that we can trade. So we look for the best metaverse projects, and then we look for them as a way of having our clients, our investors in our company, investing in some of those assets and products, and we take it from there. So we're asset managers.
Sir, let's welcome on the stage Pika Kelka.
So, winning concept this year, and I want to pay attention to this thing now. This year, as Gustavo said, and we heard and saw, it's probably the big opportunity when it comes to metaverse. But there is also a lesson to learn from history that I personally experienced. This is important to understand. It comes again how new metaverse actually is. If you think about what metaverse is today, Second Life actually is kind of first metaverse. Already launched 2003, 20 years ago, an early phase of internet. And same time, also we were transferring from Web 1 to Web 2. So experiences where there are like interactive internet. And that allowed also this kind of platform to be launched. And Linden Lab, US company, launched this. Quite soon actually, this platform had more than 1 million users. Just a little reference when we heard about the big web through blockchain metaverses. Decentraland, which is the biggest one, huge market cap still, more than 1.1 billion. 7,000 weekly users. We're really early phase in that sense, and there's certain reasons for this.
Everybody is giving me a definition about metaverse in the blockchain. So half of the people I know, they will always get confused about the metaverse and the blockchain. So what is your opinion about that?
That's very easy. There is no such thing than metaverse in blockchain, because the technology, the infrastructure is not ready for that yet. The metaverse only functions really because it's all about the user experience, and good user experience you can have on Web 2 platforms. But if you try to do the same on blockchain platforms, there's not such thing that actually provides you a good enough user experience. So that's why even the biggest ones like Decentraland, the Sandbox, they have a really small number of users, because those people who are actually using the metaverse is mainly they are gamers, and there are millions and millions of users, actually billions of using them globally. And if you go to biggest metaverses, blockchain metaverses, there are thousands.
So how did you like to a part of this event today here in one and only Royal Mirage?
Well, this is the second time for me at TechKogo event, and it's always a great experience, and I was very happy to be also on the stage.
Our next speaker, with the topic of impactful conscious digital twinning, Derek A.J. Hogenkamp, CEO Yalla Limited and partner iOverse.
I want to talk about the dangers. One of the major dangers I see, in my opinion, is really scary. I believe in love. In real love. Will the metaverse be used? Be used. That you can escape love? That you run away? You go into the metaverse? You don't feel anymore? Can a machine feel love? It's scary. That's a fear. Because everybody in this room, everybody in this world, a lot of times you run away from your problems. You run. No, it was not me. Before somebody finished their talk, they say like, no. Before they even finish. It's crazy. So what you do? Are you gonna escape to the metaverse and believe that everything is right? And you create your own avatar? And everything is okay? And you are forgiven? No. Be careful. Make sure, guys, that we all together, who is in this room, use the metaverse in the right way, in the wise way. And what do? Yeah, I do help with metaverse and digitalization and parallel twins, and it's all very good. But what I try to do is also include the consciousness and the impact of everything what it has, and try to make the world a better place, of course. And meanwhile, do my real estate developments, new destinations, and creating all this together with some IoT and super cool metaverses and avatars and all this stuff. I have my own avatar too, several of them, and I don't want to be a rabbit like the Chinese year it is now. I just want to be myself, but I want to be myself also in a parallel virtual twin, so an exact copy of me. And I believe we have to digitize everything which is in the real world to put in the metaverse, the fake world. Because if you go too much away from what there is in the real world, in my opinion, it will never feel real. And if it does feel real, then the machine will just take over you. Then we're bye-bye either way.
Let's welcome on a stage Sheikh Hamdan with a big round of applause.
If a person who is not well, he wanted to attend his college, or he wanted to attend his office, so Metaverse is helping you. If there is a patient who's in the hospital and there is a big event is happening in your family, so Metaverse can help. So that's why I look at it. I'm running a Web3 company here in UAE, and we have a Metaverse solution company also. So we did the robotic solution here in UAE. Then we have a drone delivery, but at this moment we are not doing it because we are waiting for some approval for that. Coffee making, you must have seen in Dubai Future Museum, coffee making robot. So we have such robots.
So we have the personality right here, Sheikh Hamdan, and he is the founder of Next Protocol. Over to you, sir.
Oh, thank you. So my name is Sheikh Hamdan. I'm running Next Protocol. Next Protocol is a Web 2 to Web 3 conversion company. So now people are moving from Web 2 to Web 3, as you know that. So they need to get help. So what we are looking at is that we all are aware about Wix to create a website. So it's very simple. You wanted to create a website, you go to Wix, you create your website. Similarly, if you have a Web 2 platform, come to our platform and convert your Web 2 to Web 3. So it's so simple. That's what we wanted to do. So we wanted to be the leader in Web 2 to Web 3 conversion. So it's called Next Protocol. So this is our primary objective.
We will talk about enterprise metaverse. Like, we have done a lot of good knowledge sharing sessions and keynote speeches in the morning where we spoke about what metaverse is, what's the fundamental, what's the concept, how it's impacting the economies around the world. But right now our focus is going to be on enterprises. What is the role of artificial intelligence in human evolution? So we're talking about you and I and AI. So what do you think is the real impact of AI in human evolution?
As I tell you before, I think that it gives us opportunity to go different way, to become more smart, to become more healthy, and to believe in ourselves and in our emotions, because artificial intelligence will never have emotions. And only working together with powerful intelligence that's much more higher than ourselves, and don't afraid in it, we can become something new. Yes. A new level of humanity.
So Anna, for you, how can the regulatory regime, support this massive, super fast industry growth? What, according to you, can support that?
Yes, so if we are talking about regulatory regime and how this is supporting actually the innovative projects, then we need to think that regulation is needed for the market players to understand absolutely the same rules. If we will act according to the same rules, we will have the same possibilities. And it's actually helping them to grow. If you know your rules, if you understand what is your vision, if you understand what is your government vision, you can actually develop together with your country and reach much more.
Oh, excellent. And Dr. Gandhi, you know, the 4 scenarios that you shared with us, and maybe perhaps it's a recap for the audience, yeah? They think we are not looking at them, we are. So the 4 scenarios that you shared earlier, you know, there are good, they're bad, they're ugly, right? And what I want to understand from you in practicality, in real world situations, sitting here as an expert, what can and should be done about it?
Sure. Well, Metaverse as of today, I think this is a very dawn of Metaverse. It's very beginning. So we should start it, make it right. When I say make it right, it depends on how you see it. If you take my principle of Magnolia Quality Development, MQDC, that Dr. Nenapit just mentioned earlier, and my colleagues, Parut, mentioned about MQDC Idelias, we really stress on well-being. So we started out the well-being in real life, in the physical world. We take on that philosophy to well-being in the virtual world. So we looking at Metaverse is not going to be the place that you're going to escape reality. Rather, it should be the place that you can engage reality even better. So we talk about building digital twins, yes, but we talked about the job creation, something that you cannot do in your physical capability, but it could be something that you can leverage your creativities as creator economies to be someone else.
Could you tell us about how we can create across sectors, because you know technology impacts all of us, from human perspective, government's perspective, compliance perspective. So share some thoughts on that.
Sure. So I think we are all about sustainable development. Especially we see a world where finance itself is done in a more humane and sustainable fashion. Today, the person parting with liquidity, the person with capital, always ends up having an unfair advantage, right? And we see a world motivated by Sharia, where the wealth of the world needs to be available to everybody and should be able to be made available for innovation and for businesses. So we use technology to make Sharia compliant instruments available on the blockchain for subscription. So if I am starting a new business, I should be able to borrow in a sustainable fashion and in a way where the reward and risk is shared by the lender. The lender participates in my business transparently and in a trusted manner, in a way where it's fair. He's not exploiting the borrower. And in effect, we see a world where in a few years, as this gets more and more momentum, we'll see more and more innovation being funded and wealth being created in the hands of those who are lending, with the use of technology.
So how, with you doing humanizing of technology, where do you see the areas of improvement in terms of mitigating these challenges?
Good question. I'll just go back a little bit and ask this. It might sound like a silly question. If I say, what is technology? How do we define technology? What comes to mind? It's anything.
Phone?
Phone, apps, right? So we are linking technology now to everything that is new tech. While if you Google in Wikipedia what that technology means, or on Google, you'll see that it's the application of scientific knowledge to find problems and to improve humanity lives. So TV was a technology, steam engines were a technology. Yes. So it's all, how do we apply the scientific knowledge? And we have forgotten about that. So the very definition of technology is about using it as a tool to improve humanity's life.
Right. What are those most interesting projects or initiatives that you've come across, be it UAE or be it other parts of the world, just to kind of motivate the future, generation going into the area of technology, metaverse, some initiatives that come to your mind?
Sure. First and foremost, I think all of us would have visited Expo 2020.
Yes.
And we visited Sustainable Pavilion. And definitely, I think it gives a lot of responsibility to leaders of an organization, leaders of companies, leaders of countries, and their vision and how we want sustainability to move forward. I would just tell everyone in this room, if anyone who has not visited Dubai Future Museum should see that first.
I agree.
Because that is showing the vision about how we move in next 30, 40 years. I'm talking about UAE first. And how when we reach 2070, what kind of work-life balance we should have, what kind of happiness each and every person should be having, what kind of mind balance and emotional intelligence balance we should have. And we should also grow with the technology and be in the future. So it's not just making large contribution in terms of innovation and advancement, but also taking the people and their health and their mental health and the spiritual health together. So first and foremost, we should be proud that we are in UAE, and you can see this live, this vision of where we want to be in the future museum. So that is first thing I would like to tell.
Just to introduce Viverse in just half a second, we're launching our platform in 2 days now. We've been working for 4 years with over 35 developers and hundreds extra as part-time. And the purpose of Viverse is to bring the real-world use inside the Metaverse. So what is the Metaverse? Well, we discussed about this today plenty of times, so I'm going to have to improvise and hop from one slide to another. But there is as many definitions of the Metaverse as individuals. How would you define internet? You will probably define it by the way you use it. Some will say, well, internet is a solution where I can send emails to my family far away or make Zooms with them. Some will say, well, I created my company. I'm Jeff Bezos and I created billions in e-commerce. It's all about the storytelling, and it's all about the individuals, how they want to hop on board new technologies, new opportunities to build what is it that they are passionate and committed to. Metaverse is just a digital hub. It onboards all the new technologies. So blockchain, internet, data centers, all of it. AI, everything is part of the Metaverse. It's a new media to share, create, work, play in an immersive way. So when we discuss Metaverse, we always have this connotation in word, which is directly linked to, which is immersive. Why is that? It's just an extra layer. It's just an extra dimension. When you go on the internet today, whether you use your phone, your tablets, your computers, it's a 2D screen. The Metaverse opens up for a third dimension. And this third dimension doesn't seem like much, but imagine if we were 2Ds, we would be very different. And interacting as 3D individuals into a 3D world with something which is 2D is a bit limited. The fact that we can add this extra dimension is a sort of teleportation, a digital teleportation of ourselves into a world, into spaces, into dimensions.
So can I have a small introduction about you and what was today's topic about?
So basically, today at TechKogo event, the main topic was about introducing Metaverse to people. This is kind of this hype world that everybody hears about, but not very easy to understand because it's still kind of virtual and abstract. And the purpose of my speech today was a keynote to explain how you can onboard the Metaverse starting from today, well, basically in 2 days, since we're launching our own Metaverse platform called Viverse, just from Dubai, just in 2 days from now.
Remember, my area that I'm going to talk to you about today is leadership. Giving directions to your team or to your organization with the expectation that they already know what to do, you are setting yourself up for what just happened. Maybe 1 or 2 may know what to do. Everyone else is sitting around looking. And we know in our organizations, in our businesses, if someone is sitting around looking, that means they're wasting time. And we all know that's called time is money. So you can't waste time. So we as leaders have to be mindful of how we lead our people and what directions that we give to our people. or else what you saw in this room today is likely what's to happen in your organization while you are facing this digital change, okay?
So we have Charu with us, and Charu, welcome to this beautiful, beautiful event. And Vitel would like to ask you a small introduction about your company and about yourself as well.
Sure. Hi everyone. My name is Charul C. Jaitley. I'm the co-founder and managing partner of Matiti Group. Matiti is from Sanskrit, meaning being in multiple states at the same time. And our purpose with our business is to create a grid where we connect the dots. So you as an organization, if you're looking for solutions for people services, for technology, for sustainability, for diversity, for financing capital, we provide all of those in-house. One of the key highlights for our business is that me and my partner, who are the co-founders of the company, we come with together 50 years of experience in our own areas of expertise. Living in Dubai for over 20 years, we're just delighted to what we can bring to this country.
So my name is Anna Agua. I'm co-founder and partner of Lex Law Office. Lex Law Office is a leading law firm dealing with the fintechs and IT projects. We are established in Tallinn, Estonia, Vilnius, Lithuania, and now launching in Dubai. We are an expert in the fintech industry, so we help the clients from crowdfunding industry, payment processing, investment funds, crypto companies to establish the company, find the suitable legal structure, and of course to develop the legal framework for them.
Thank you very much. I'm Hanan Ben Khalouk. I'm the Executive Director of Sustained Leadership Consultancy, and I'm also the founder of a platform called Tawazun. Tawazun means balance in Arabic, and we call ourselves the ecosystem of balance. We aim at bridging gaps and connecting multiple stakeholders.
What will be your message for the people who are actually watching you and who will be listening to your talk and who gonna be following it up? What will be the message for them too?
Sure. I would say that since we are all about new tech, and we spoke about the Metaverse and Web3 and all these new tech that we know are really creeping into our world faster than we are ready for them, that to always remember, whether we are individuals, entrepreneurs, or business leaders, that we need to humanize technology, make sure that it's serving the human element of the people, even of your customers.
So we have Dr. Kanji with us, and of course I'm eagerly waiting since morning to hear her. So over to you.
Thank you. My job at Future Tales Lab, I'm leading the foresight research. One of the foresight research that we have done, which is very proud, look into the future of how Metaverse will impact our societies. So we come up with the 4 scenarios by looking at the 2 main factors. One is the hardware being limited and interoperability, be interoperable to be able to cross the device. And 2 is software, closed and open.
I appreciate the organizing committee for inviting me for this event and giving me an opportunity to speak at the panel. TechKogo is now 3rd edition, and I'm glad that I attended all the 3 editions. One thing which I realized was that last year when I attended almost like 45-50 technology events, TechKogo has differentiated with quality of speakers and quality of guests and invitees. So this is one of the major point I would like to make this evening. And also this place, I met a lot of companies which are in the very startup stage, and as an investor we would also like to invite them to meet us, and we evaluate their projects, and if it is interesting we'd love to do investments in their companies. Thank you.
My name is Stan Lewandowski. I'm founder and CEO of InAI Incorporation. Our company makes the most powerful artificial intelligence with virtual assistants speaking with 52 languages that you can find offline, not just online.
That's really incredible. And I would like to ask you, how did you find the event? Since I see you here and you are connected with TechKogo, so what was the best part of the event today?
You know, I think in Dubai there is a very friendly and very beautiful community of IT entrepreneurs that come across all important meetings, and today is very, very nice.
Happy to be here at TechKogo and also to unveil and understand more and more about how Metaverse is going to change and help humans lead their lives in a better fashion. And I think in that sense, UAE and forums like this are a good example of showcasing the future. And what we've been seeing since morning is more and more examples of that. So it's been exciting to be part of this.
So we have these two beautiful ladies behind this event. They are the backbone of TechKogo, Miss Marlene and Dr. Naresa. So over to you first, Miss Marlene.
Oh, today is such a fantastic day, actually. I wouldn't call it an event. I would call it a happy gathering, because it's like a family. You know, it's not we learn a lot about business, but at the same time, we keep our relationship as business relationship like a family.
Well, yes, absolutely. We met a family, we got a lot of people, we connected to a lot of people, and of course, it's all because of both of you who were there putting your efforts and hard work, of course. And Dr. Naresa, over to you as well.
Thank you. So every time I come here, I feel like home. So every time I come here, I feel like I meet more people and get to know people. So we have a successful event today. So I have to thank to everyone who come here, speakers and people who are here in UAE. So we want to make ecosystem that we don't think just about technology, but we think about how to use technology to help people. And we see a lot of like-minded people. From day one, first TechKogo, second and third one. So we know that we can do something great together. So looking forward for the next one.
Yeah, and we started with it. We thought, like Dr. Naresa and I, okay, let's start this NO, because everything starts from somewhere. We have to start from somewhere, but we are so glad that we see it really growing over TechKogo and every edition. And we hope to continue doing that as well. And that's because we have these people around us that really supports our mission. And we're really grateful and thankful for all the support, the mentoring, and really very cooperative to our project in the TechKogo Forum.
Thank you so much, Dr. Naresa and Ms. Marlene. Just the last question. I know a lot of listeners will be there who will be watching you, and they will be learning something or the other every day. So what will be your message to all of them?
We are in a society that we are in technology, even fintech, metaverse. So we still have to think about how to communicate with other, financial inclusion, sustainability. So something that I want to leave it to the audience. So if we can do something together, inclusiveness, financial inclusion. So we want to go that way. So we're happy to be here. So whatever we can help in the future, like please let us know.
Thank you so much, Dr. Naresa. In addition to Ms. Marlene, I would also like to hear something from you for our audience.
Well, I would say that learning technology in the digital era now, it's not easy. Even myself, I would say that I'm not that expert, but everything, you can learn everything. You know, if you just set your mind to it and you aim for it and deliver results, you'll get there.
My name is Wim Hoost. I'm from Belgium, and actually I'm a singer. I come here to entertain. I will sing a few songs and share my passion, which is music.
Well, my name is Leila Rahal. I am Goodwill Ambassador and Head of Protocol with Her Imperial Majesty Queen Sheba. And I am in Women Empowerment, Youth Empowerment, Women Driving the Future, and Women Business Circle, and Women in Tech.
So what you think from your view, what is Metaverse is all about?
The world is changing, and first we thank the management of TechKogo for the forum. It's the third one because 3 times we done the first one, second one, and now third. This technology is helping to understand what it is the future, because the future is based now in Metaverse. That's why the government of UAE and other government, they invest a lot. And this technology, it will help in different sectors, especially in tourism, and also in movies maker, and also in the industry of the media. And that's why we say, we tell everywhere it's here, and we say thank you to them.